The Afghan government's sudden collapse is creating a seismic shift across Central Asia and the wider region. In the aftermath of the US chaotic withdrawal, China and Russia, two of America's staunchest rivals, are looking for opportunities to project their power in the region. First of all, Afghanistan is a gold mine for investors. The country is estimated to be sitting on $1 trillion worth of minerals, particularly iron, copper and gold. It is also thought to host one of the world's biggest deposits of lithium, which will be key in tackling climate change. But today, Afghanistan is one of the poorest nations in the world, with 90% of people living below the poverty line at $2 per day. If ever developed, these resources could help lift up Afghanistan's nearly 40 million people. China has hinted that it could include the country in its Belt and Road Initiative, a massive infrastructure plan across Asia and Europe, and it has offered to help in the country's reconstruction. Beijing has also shown it is ready to extend the Taliban formal recognition as Afghanistan's legitimate government.
The Afghan Taliban hopes for China's increased participation in the peace and reconstruction process in Afghanistan, and can play an even bigger role in the country's future reconstruction and economic development. The Afghan Taliban will also create a favorable investment environment and put its own efforts to this.
But economic opportunities come with risks too. China is widely accused of committing human rights abuses in its northwestern region of Xinjiang, including the detention of 1 million Muslim Uyghurs. The country shares a 90-kilometer border with Afghanistan. It's a mountainous region that sits directly across from where China says it's battling its own militants. Beijing made it clear it is willing to provide Afghanistan with support only on the condition that the Taliban won't allow any groups to use its territory to threaten China. But it's also asked Russia for help. When US troops were patrolling Afghanistan, Russia did not have to worry about securing the borders of its Central Asian allies. But a complete US withdrawal from the region leaves behind a political and military vacuum that Russia is looking to fill. Analysts also point out that Moscow and Beijing will use America's debacle in Afghanistan to hash out their own political narrative, the beginning of America's decline and the simultaneous rise of China and the East. While jostling for power in Central Asia for decades in the post-Soviet era, China and Russia are now seen joining forces in a new great game that has the potential to completely redraw Asia's geopolitical map. Ludovica, Brignola, Straight Talk.